Ay, papá. This episode of the Frequency Podcast is brought to you in part by Aha! Aha! It's happened, guys. I finally restocked the Frequency Fridge. I like that name, the Frequency Fridge. I pulled that out of my ass just now. I'm not going to lie. What's that? I think it's onomatopoeia. Siri, what's onomatopoeia? She deadass just said, that's what I figured. Hey, dingus, I'm talking to you. What's onomatopoeia? Oh, no, that's not what I'm thinking of at all. Hey, welcome back to Frequency English class. Onomatopoeia is when a word describes a sound and actually mimics the sound of the object or action it is describing. I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Damn, it's been so long since I've been out of school, bro, that I don't know about homophones or onomatopoeias or similes or any of that. Simile actually is when you use like or as in your eyes are like the stars. I'm pretty sure that's a fucking simile, bro. And if that's not, and I just sound fucking stupid up here, that's gonna be a real damn shame, bro. Siri, what's a simile? A simile is a figure of speech that directly compares two things. Yes, using like, as, so, or then. Look at me. Look at me. Somebody, hey, Loyola Marymount, hire me as an English professor. Because I know what I'm talking about. Besides onomatopoeia, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. I only know that because I write music, bro. And a lot of the times, you know, you write a song and it's like, your eyes are as blue as the ocean. As is what makes that a simile. Or your hair is like straw. That's the worst thing to say to a girl. Don't ever tell a girl their hair is like straw. Because they're going to be like, don't be like, damn, bitch, look at this straw ass hair. Your fucking hair belongs on a farm, bitch. There should be cows eating this shit. Don't ever say that to nobody. Unless you're trying to offend them, then by all means, fuck it, bro. If you got a vendetta on somebody, that is some classic ass vengeful shit to say. Damn, bitch, you got some straw ass hair. Don't talk to me with your straw ass hair, bitch. Moo moo, bitch. I'm a cow about to eat that shit. Stupid. What am I even talking about? Wow, dude. This is how sidetracked my head has gotten, bro. That I brought this up because I called this the Frequency Fridge. What's that? If somebody leave it in the comments or DM me or something, what's it called when you when every word in a sentence starts with the same letter, so it's kind of funny? Like the Frequency Fridge. Or the tall table. Even though it's a small table. See what I did there? That's irony. That, what I just did there is, I called it the tall table, but it's ironic because it's a small table. Oh, the irony. See, dude, I could be an English teacher, bro. Or, the crusty chair. That doesn't really work. See, it has to work because they have to sound kind of similar, like the Frequency Fridge. That was perfect, bro. The tall table, that works. I would say Frequency Fridge gets an A+. If these were my students and this is what they presented me, Frequency Fridge gets an A+. Tall table definitely gets a B. Crusty chair, you're getting held back is what you're getting. You have to retake my English class because that's that's offensive and terrible. That's so bad. You have not been paying attention in class, and you have to retake all the lessons and come up at when it comes time for finals. You better come with fucking ammo, and you better come with something better than crusty chair, because you got some kids that are full blown scholars. You got kids that this is the next fucking Elon Musk right here. Said Frequency Fridge, tall table. He'll probably have a nice 9 to 5. He'll probably have a blue collar job that makes over $100,000 a year. He's at least making 6 figures. He could feed and supply his family. You belong to the streets. And I don't say that in a good way. You're not hooking or giving soplazos or nothing. You're just you're so dumb that you can't, you can't get a job, bro. Damn. I'm sorry, guys. What a fucking weird way to start this podcast. But yeah, Aha's back. What, bro? Aha's back and it's better than ever. Uncaffeinated this time. Ooh, we gonna get into this, bro. So I'm wearing these shades. You guys probably think I'm like fucking stoned or something, just talking all these babosadas and wearing shades. But if you're a long time listener to the Frequency podcast, you know that our favorite thing to do around here is talk babosadas. And I'm wearing these shades actually because I have a fucking headache. I still have a headache. Earlier today, man, I got home from the gym, feeling good, made myself something to eat, ate, and then I walked in my room and I just kind of had this headache start like developing and forming. And I was like, oh man, I got to record a podcast like now, but I have a headache. So I was like, whatever. I took 400. I have these 800 milligram. Is it milligrams or grams? Probably milligrams. Grams sounds like a lot. I picture 1 gram of weed, which is like, it's like a little nuggie or two. And then I pictured 800 of those. And I was like, that seems like a lot. So I'm going to go with 800 milligram Tylenols, like super extra strength Tylenols, because I'm trying to fucking end it all. When I have a headache, I'm trying to fucking end it all, bro. Put me out of my misery. If it knocks me out, I don't give a fuck as long as the headache's gone, bro. So I took one of those. It's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's nuking the situation. That's like if I had a limb amputated, that's the like amount, that's the dosage they would give me, I feel like, is 800 milligram Tylenols. And I took that because I have a headache. Oh, my head hurts. Let me fucking nuke the situation. My head hurts. Let me OD on over-the-counter medication. But I took one of those and it wasn't bussing. It wasn't bussing hard enough. So I laid down with my gatos. I had Negrito baby. And this, you guys probably don't even believe me when I say I have another cat, Lalo. She's in my closet right now. And she was in there too, bro. And I took a nap with my 2 cats, bro. And it was beautiful. But did I want to take a nap? Part of me, yes. But the reason I did it is, like I said, I have a headache. And I feel like the cause of that headache is I'm cutting back. Hello, everybody. My name is Esteban Zaragoza. Hi, Esteban. And I am here because I am a recovering addict. For the past month or 2, I have been addicted to caffeine. Oh, it's okay, pal. It's okay. We're all here for you. Thank you. It's been hard, man. It's been a hard battle because every day I look forward to my cafecito time, and when I drink my ahas, they have caffeine. And before I go to before I go to work out, I do my 2 scoops of pre-workout, which is the recommended dose. Don't think I'm ODing on pre-workout too. I do my 2 scoops of pre-workout, and that's alone is 350 milligrams of caffeine. So I'd say roughly I'm getting around 500 to 600 milligrams of caffeine every day, and I need to stop, bro. I'm surprised I'm still able to sleep. I sleep like a fucking baby, but I just wanted to stop because it wasn't even phasing me anymore. Like literally, I was not even flinching at this ridiculous amount of caffeine, bro. My pre-workout, it got to a point where it wasn't even fun. I would go to the gym and I would just get super nauseous because the stim factor was gone. The stim junkie element of pre-workout was gone for me because I wasn't feeling the caffeine, like that jolt of energy, that cocaine feel, you know. I wasn't feeling that, but like, man, I would just go to the gym, not be stimmed out, have all that other shit that's in your pre-workout coursing through. So I would still get fucking gnarly, sick, vascular ass pumps, veins popping out the side of my bicep and shit, looking all swollen, juicy, as Chris Bump said, damn, you're looking juicy. Hey guys, it's Chris Bumstead. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Shout out Chris Bumstead. For those of you guys that don't know, he's Papi Bumstead. He's Mr. Olympia for the past like year or two. I don't know, for a while, bro. He's the tits, but he talks with a lisp. Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast. I would love to have Chris Bumstead on my podcast. Anyways, getting carried away as always. Probably because I haven't had caffeine. So my brain is like, this is what it's like to be normal? This is what you're just supposed to be like? I told you guys, I think I actually have ADHD too, which is insanity. But anyways, I would get to the gym. And my past 2 leg days, I've taken this pre-workout and I haven't felt anything. And my last 2 leg days, I've been fucking really sending it, bro. I was squatting a lot of weight for reps, for like basically like four sets of 6, really heavy stuff until your legs are like I said, I talked about it on my last podcast. But you shouldn't feel like you're about to throw up after every leg day. And quite honestly, I don't think it's because of the work volume. I don't think I'm working a crazy amount to the point I'm pushing myself that I have to throw up. I think it's the pre-workout that is getting, like, I feel so wired but not sauced, if that makes sense, bro. Wow. Prolific ass shit that just left my mouth. I'm wired, but I'm not sauced. The next time I drink, bro, which you guys know me, I'm not drinking, but the next time I drink, bro, if anybody asks me like, how is it? Expect me to say that. I'm wired, but I'm not sauced. Fucking A. That's iconic, bro. I want that on a shirt. And I just want to sit at a bar all day. And when people are like, hey, what's that? And I just turn around, wired, but not sauced. And they're like, I completely understand. But that's how my pre-workout gets me. And it was making me really nauseous and queasy in the gym for a second there. And so I told myself, hey, half the fun of pre-workout is being cracked out. If we're being honest, is the stem element. And I wasn't getting that. So I cut pre-workout out. And then I was like, maybe I should just cut out caffeine in general. So then I cut out my coffees, cut out the pre-workout. These don't really do anything. These have like 30 milligrams or whatever of caffeine. But this one doesn't have any. This is, I didn't even know AHA did it like that. This is a virgin AHA. No caffeine, which is nice. But now, I think that's the withdrawals, bro. I genuinely think I'm feeling withdrawals from caffeine, if that makes sense. Because caffeine, a lot of people will like to, it's so cliche and it's so like a normal part of our society and everything. But that is a substance as well. And I feel like caffeine can absolutely be abused, bro. It can absolutely be abused, and it can absolutely become something you become dependent on and something that you look forward to. It's one of those like short-term gratification things. At least it can become something like that. I think I'm not sitting here like you shouldn't drink caffeine, but I think everything in moderation. And when you get to a point where you are abusing it, kind of like I was, or like you didn't even want to work out unless you had it. And then when I didn't work out, I was like, man, or not when I didn't work out, when I didn't take it and I worked out, I was like, man, this feels weird. It's like, it shouldn't feel like that. Like your natural body should be able to function without caffeine. And unfortunately, since I've been using it for so long at such high doses, now my natural body is trying to get back into like a natural rhythm and everything, that I'm getting headaches, bro. I'm fucking tired all day. Like seriously, I think I'm going to cycle off for like 2 weeks to a month. No caffeine, no pre-workout, no coffee, no nothing. Because man, I get back from the gym, same intensity level workouts, but no pre-workout. I get back and I just want to sleep, bro. I'm tired. I didn't have that when I was off the pre-workout. I would get back from the gym and I'd be like, let's work out again. Let's do a whole nother set. Let's sit down and knock out a 3 weeks worth of podcasts. No, I'm kidding. That'd be highly productive though. But I'd get back and I'd have the energy to do a bunch of stuff. And now I get back and I'm just fucking tired. I want to sleep. I'm getting raging headaches, bro. I got one, like I was telling you yesterday. I got the headache. I had a headache yesterday, and then I had a headache like a day or two before that, man. And it's like, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be the sunglasses indoor guy. That's such a douchey move. And I know I've done it before on this podcast, but come on. I don't want to do it all the time. I'm doing this to block out the light like I have a fucking hangover or something. I don't even drink, and I'm hungover. Can you believe it? It's a caffeine hangover, bro. So, if anyone else is going through that or has been through that, I remember when my roommate first moved in, I would make coffee and I would offer her coffee. I'd be like, you want some cafecito time? She'd be like, no, thanks. And I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, I'm not drinking coffee. I was like, how long have you been doing that? And I think she said, if I remember correctly, like 6 months that she was trying to not drink coffee because she said the same thing, that she got really dependent on coffee in that she used it as like a crutch and a stimulant. And it was like a Call of Duty crutch perk, Call of Duty Zombies, you know? It was her juggernaut to even give her the morale and the energy to tackle the day. And I don't want to do that, bro. I want to tackle the day on my own natural fumes and dopamines and chemicals and tackle it now with all my imbalances until they get balanced again. So sorry to rant about caffeine there. But I mean, I guess that's in a way self-improvement shit, because really you can get addicted to anything, bro. And addictions aren't ever really good. Lately, those have been my addictions. I feel like if we're getting real deep into the shits right now, caffeine has been one, which wasn't a problem until it was. And then social media, bro. I hate this. I get so distracted by TikTok and YouTube, which are the two worst platforms to get distracted by, because one is short form, very digestible, quick, boom, 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 spammy, spurgy ass content. And then the other one is long form. Here's a 60-minute documentary about why I love the Call of Duty Zombies franchise. And you're like, okay. And then an hour of my fucking life has gone by me listening to this nerd talk rank every Call of Duty Zombies map. Like, I don't even play zombies, bro. I mean, and here's the worst part. Now watching these videos, distracting myself in videos of content that I barely give a fuck about has made me want to be like, man, I want to relive the glory days of playing zombies. So I booted up the PS5, bro. I got Black Ops 3 on there. It's my girl's game in her account. I'll get on her account and play under her profile, and I'm playing Black Ops 3 Zombies. What are you doing? Hey, you should be making music. You should be working on your podcast. You should be, well, you said you wanted to start a YouTube channel. You should be making the 60-minute long zombies breakdown analysis documentary. You shouldn't be watching it and then wasting your time playing zombies. And it's like nothing against people that are playing video games, but for me personally, like my life has been going up, up, up. It's been on an upwards trajectory. And now it feels like it's taking a little dip because my productivity has gone down because I'm not drinking, not fucking cracked out all the time, which makes me want to be productive. And I'm playing video games, bro. And I'm watching a lot of YouTube and about video games. And then on TikTok, bro, what the fuck is TikTok? Whoa, what the fuck is TikTok? The shit I get on there is so all over the place. It's all over the place, bro. It's somebody cracking jokes. It's somebody staring at the camera while some sound plays. It's people trying to be funny. And then you get some thoughty shaking ass and you're like, nobody wants to see this. And then you swoop by that. It's a bunch of just fucking weird. TikTok's so fucking weird, but so fucking addicting. I guess that's like anything in life, huh? It's always the bad, weird shit that gets you kind of like so interested to the point where it's like, oh, 30 years of my life have gone by and I've been addicted to heroin. No, I'm kidding. Unless, if you have, I hope you fight that, bro. If that's been you, I hope you fight that. But TikTok is my heroin currently. And I need to stop, man, because that takes up so much time, too, that could be spent in much more productive outlets and avenues in my life, man. And it does, at a certain point, start to take a toll on my mental health. And then I just feel I feel tired. After I've been on like a big fucking TikTok binge and I've spiraled out of control and I'm fucking staring at my phone, mouth open, mouth breathing, babas hanging out and shit. It's like, bro, I just feel tired. I feel like it's kind of like that feel that like shameful regret feeling after you just got done jacking off, you know, and you're fucking wiping off the load off your stomach and you're closing out of the browser and you're like, oh, what have I done? What is? You just feel shameful and gross. I get that same fucking feeling if I've scrolled through TikTok for an hour. I'm like, oh, what am I? Oh, like I feel physically worse after I've gone on a TikTok bender, and I don't want to feel like that. But I don't want to contribute to the cancer, so I want to start making TikToks because there's some motherfuckers on there that are really bad and have zero talent. And I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about them because they have millions of followers. So obviously there's some sort of appeal. And I think I'm a very interesting guy. I think if I just shit post and spam TikTok with a bunch of fucking babosadas, right now I'm only posting podcast clips, but if I post like, calling my dog a cat. Let's see his reaction. Wait, I don't even have a dog. What the fuck am I talking about? See, this is how I've killed half my fucking brain cells just watching TikToks, bro. And that's how dumb these TikToks are. Half of them don't even make sense. You have to click on the comments and scroll through to see what the joke was, bro. And everyone else is like, oh, this is some deep comedy. Oh, this is some upper echelon comedy. Oh, if you don't get this, you're a fucking pedestrian. Bitch, you're a fucking NPC. Be funny. How about that? There's like, bro, there's some kid on TikTok. Literally, his joke is like, he'll say something. Like, I think the TikTok was like, hey, do you have the time? And then he looks at the clock and he's like, and then the clock like looks back at him with this very like seductive look. And then they both look at the clock like, and it had 34 million views, 5 million likes. Everyone in the comments is like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I'm like, what happened? A clock made the clock made a face at him? What the fuck? Move aside, bro. Move aside. I'm coming for the TikTok throne, bro. I swear to God. Who's there? Charlie D'Amelio? I'm coming for that fucking throne, girl. Your time in the limelight it's up, sister. Give me the fucking golden ticket. It's mine now. It's mine, bitch. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a bitch. I'm sure you go through a lot and you're just a teenager and you blew up out of the blue and now you have every eye in the fucking world is looking at you and watching your constant every move. So I can only imagine how damaging and taxing that is for your mental health and how that can really affect a growing child going through their developmental years. But fuck it. I'm already developed, bitch. I'm 25. Give me that shit. I don't care. Everybody can look at me. Look at me, bitch. Like, dead ass. No, bro. I can, honestly, at a certain point, that's got to be an annoying level of fame. An annoying level of fame. This ain't even what I wanted to touch on, but I feel bad for those girls, man. The Dixie sisters. The D'Amelio. I don't know, bro. But, like, if you do think about it, they have the whole fucking world watching them, and half of those people are telling them to kill themselves and die and all this stuff just because people are haters and shit. They have a lot of fans and a lot of love and support and stuff. But it's like, to get all that at like, what are they, like 15, 16, bro? It's got to be overwhelming. It's got to be overwhelming, bro. I found out the girl I liked me back when I was 15, and I didn't even know how to act, bro. I was like, oh my God, I can only imagine that every 15-year-old boy in the fucking world likes you. And let me scratch this. This is going to sound so creepy, but this is how the world works. You have fucking 15-year-old boys your age range of boys that like you, and then you have fucking creepy 30, 40-year-old guys who are like, damn, look at these D'Amelios. How old is she? That's no problem. No, nobody needs to know. It's like you have that too. When you're that famous in that age, bro, you're gonna have a lot of fucking creeps and weirdos doing some weird shit. So my heart goes out to those girls, bro. That's fucking insane. But also, if you want to give it up, just hand the throne over to me, bro. I'll take it. I know how to handle creeps. Some 40-year-old. I'm like a fucking, with this Floral Frequency. I'd like to put those fucking petals in my mouth. And I'd be like, actually, I get fucking creeped out too. Damn, Charlie, actually keep the throne, bro. I'll build my own with slightly less of an audience because that's a lot. And that's a lot of creeps. What the fuck am I talking about, bro? What's my time at? 24 minutes. How about I restart the camera and come back with actual thoughts? Like what happened? What's been going on in my life? What's the self-improvement besides cutting caffeine? How else have I been improving my life? Because I feel like this podcast has been a roller coaster leading nowhere. We're on a roller coaster and we're like, what the fuck is happening? Nobody's even strapped in. They just started the ride. The people that check this shit, bro, they just fucking, the people that come by and walk through the aisles and like pull your thing and like, hey, can you pull the lap bar? Good. They didn't even, they just let everyone on and they were like, enjoy your ride. And everybody looked around like, what the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to riding the super coaster. Enjoy the ride. Boom, boom, and everyone just boom, full speed ahead. That's what it's like when you fucking tune into the Frequency podcast, bro. It's a roller coaster with no restraints and no safety protocols. We just fucking send it. Even this, what am I talking about here? I'm having a midlife crisis. You guys are watching a meltdown. It only took 15 episodes, but 15 episodes for the lunacy to kick in. I did want to talk about that caffeine thing, though. This is something interesting my buddy told me. It was my buddy, literally the first friend I moved to LA, and he, growing up, was kind of like a troubled kid. He got into a lot of drugs. He said he was doing a lot of Molly and that he had tried meth and done like all this crazy shit in his adolescent years and his teen years. He was really into partying and doing a bunch of crazy shit, and he didn't hang out with the best people. And so he got sent to rehab. He lived in Chicago, and I'm pretty sure he got sent to rehab in Chicago and as a teenager. And when I met him, super straight edge. I think the only thing he did was he would smoke cigarettes every now and then. And I asked him, I was like, why do you smoke cigarettes? And you don't even do it like addictingly. Like you don't have like, you're not chain smoking a pack a day type of thing. It's like you're just smoking cigarettes every now and then. Like if we go out to a party or a bar, he would have a drink, but nothing crazy. And then he would smoke a cigarette, and that was about it. Didn't do any drugs, didn't do any of that. And if it got offered or presented to me, he was always kind of like the angel on my shoulder, and he'd be like, I don't think you should do that, you know? And because he had done all of it, and he had seen what it had done to his life or whatever, he was looking out for me. He was also older, like fairly older than me at the time. At the time, he's still older than me. At the time, he was fairly older than me, but I've outgrown him. Now I am older. He looks up to me now. No, bro. No, dude. He's still older than me, but like he was kind of like a big brother, first friend type of situation when I moved to LA. And he was telling me when I asked him about the cigarettes, he was like, well, in rehab, bro, you have a bunch of people. Have I said this on the podcast? Whatever. I'll say it again. He was like, in rehab, you have a bunch of people with addicting personalities, very addicting personalities. And when you take away what they were addicted to, they need to find something else to latch onto and to get addicted to. And those two substances in a rehabilitation facility are usually coffee and cigarettes. So he said anytime you would walk outside on your break, I don't know how rehab works, if you guys get breaks like jail or something, if you guys get recreational periods, whatever the fuck. But he's like, I would walk outside on a smoke break or whatever, and he goes, and everybody's out there with a coffee in one hand and a cigarette in the other. And he goes, and luckily for a lot of those guys, that works. When they leave the rehab, they don't get back into drugs or anything. But he's like, but also for some of them, it's just a momentary addiction until they can get out of that rehab and get back to what was the original addiction. And that's a shitty feeling. I've never been through that personally, luckily, but I know some friends that have gone to rehabs, and I've had some friends that have been addicted to a lot of crazy shit. And it's like, you don't want to see people going through that, man. If you guys watched Euphoria, Rue is kind of same situation. She's a teenage girl who's addicted to every fucking drug under the sun. And she's always fucked up, and everybody's rooting for her in rehab, but they don't know that behind closed doors in rehab, she's still doing a bunch of shady shit. Sorry if this is spoiling it for anybody. But the show's been out forever, 2 seasons. Fucking watch it. It's a great show, but that's a very real problem, man. And yeah, I've just been addicted to I was about to say cocaine. I'm not addicted to cocaine, bro. I'm addicted to caffeine. Completely different addictions. Different addictions. Same letter, start with the same letter, completely different substances. But yeah, so that's my little story about rehab and addictions. I feel like the strongest addictions are the ones that are legal, which is fucking weird if you think about it. Because I've done ecstasy 100 times under the sun, but I'm not addicted to ecstasy. It's like a treat, like once a year, you know, like, oh, I'm going to roll balls at this festival. It's nice, you know, but I'm never like, I need to fucking roll balls right now. But like nicotine, you know how many times I've been fucking cold sweats in my bed, just fucking fiending for a vape? Fiending. You know how many times it's been like 2, 3 a.m. I can't fall asleep, and I'm like, there has to be a 24-hour like a smoke shop, and I find one, and I'll fucking drive to all the way from Burbank to West Hollywood or some shit just to pick up a vape. This is back in the day when I vaped, just to vape. That's so addicting. Legal. Alcohol itself is addicting, man. I don't even think alcohol is what's addicting. I think it's the circumstance that drives you to keep numbing whatever it is with alcohol that becomes addicting. And then that overall feeling of whatever you're trying to suppress is what becomes addicting. But you mainly do it through alcohol, becomes the outlet that you're using. It's like alcohol is super addicting, terrible. Nicotine super addicting, so bad for you. Caffeine's not terrible for you, but it's like, bro, it can cause insomnia, and then you don't sleep. And if you don't sleep, you don't get any gains. In my case, that's my biggest reason. The only reason I sleep is because I need the gains, and I sleep. I make sure I fucking sleep for as long as I fucking want to, because gains. I'm trying to be massive, but it's like the worst things in life that are super crazy addicting are legal, man. And then the shit, like I've done, the magic mushrooms, as they would say in the fucking 70s. I've done shrooms a handful of times too, but I'm never like, I need shrooms right now. Fuck, I want to trip right now. Like, no, dude. It's like I do shrooms and I'm like, wow, I feel so much more enlightened. I'm in love with the world. I got what I needed out of that journey and that experience. And then it's like, cool. I move on with my life. And I see things through a much more positive, much more loving frame and mindset. But I'm not like hungry hippos on some fucking mushrooms, you know? Like that's not it, bro. And it's like all that shit's illegal and it's crazy, man. MDMA has actually been it's being used now in some facilities to treat PTSD, bro. To treat PTSD, to treat depression, and to treat anxiety. At very small doses, they say that it has a massive boost. It's MDMA therapy is something you can sign up for, I'm pretty sure. It's like same with mushrooms, bro. Mushrooms are getting decriminalized everywhere, bro. And honestly, I could see how they could be dangerous. The only way I see mushrooms being dangerous is if you fucking smack a face full of mushrooms and then get behind the wheel of a vehicle and start driving. I understand how that could be a terrible idea. But there's motherfuckers every day that get smacked behind a handle of alcohol and then get behind the wheel and start driving. It's really all up to the person. But I don't think mushrooms are bad by any means, really. You might have a bad... I think if you're in a bad mental state, if your mental health is bad, you shouldn't do any drugs. You shouldn't even drink. If your mental health is bad, you should not be allowed to do anything until you are feeling cash money, and then you can start to dabble with everything. But like, yeah... Shrooms are illegal. Ecstasy is illegal, but they're finding all these good uses and treatments for them, which is weird. Where's the good use for alcohol and the good treatment of alcohol? It's more often abused than it is used in moderation, you know, or used for anything beneficial. Same with nicotine. I don't think there is a benefit to nicotine besides like the nicotine high, if you want to call it that like head rush you get when you hit a vape or you smoke a cigarette or whatever. don't get me wrong, it feels amazing. And I literally woke up in the morning and craved that sensation and that rush. But it's, at the end of the day, it's not good for me. It's killing my lungs. It's bad for it's damaging my body. It's damaging my health. None of that's helping. But there's a lot of substances that aren't very addicting that are super declassified and illegal and just the worst thing for you. And it's like, no, dude. The worst things for you could just drive to a liquor store and buy all of it at the same time. Half of them won't ID you either. Feel free to do this when you're underage. In some cultures, you start them young, bro. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Everything in moderation, including moderation. I didn't even mean to go on that tangent either, bro. But that was some pretty deep, insightful shit. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but it's a lot of things that I had to not suffer through, but I had to be a part of and experience for years of my teenage years and my early 20s to realize, hey, I don't think I'm getting any benefit from this. If anything, this is making things substantially worse. Alcohol was a big one, bro. I've told you guys a million times. Like, I ruined so many relationships. I had so many gnarly hangovers. I made a lot of bad decisions, questionable acts of character, and just a lot of weird shit when I was fucked up. So haven't had that problem all year, and that's been nice. It's been nice, man. So yeah, just everything in moderation, guys. Be careful with what you consume. At the end of the day, all these substances that are highly addicting are owned by major corporations that really are just trying to make dollars off of your behalf, off of your back. And they don't care. They don't care about the long-term effects, bro. They don't care about your health. They don't care if you die. All they care is that you are giving them your money. And yeah, it's corporate greed at the end of the day. And you have to think, do these people really have my best interest in mind? Absolutely the fuck not. I think we all know that, but absolutely the fuck not. So be careful what you put into your body. I'm by no means I'm not over here gassing up illegal substances either, but I'm just saying I've had some actual beneficial moments off illegal substances than I have these shits that are legal, man, and crazy addicting. We all have friends that are alcoholics. We all have friends. Just go to any high school, bro. And go into any boys' fucking restroom in a high school, and I bet you everybody's fucking vaping in there. Every fucking teenage kid is in there vaping. There's a group of teenagers that goes to my gym, bro, and I'm not even lying. I see this shit, and at first I got pissed off, but then I was like, that 100% would have been me, so I can't even get mad. I can only hope the best for them. I can only hope they'll realize how fucking dumb they look, but literally, they'll finish a set. Say they're bench pressing. They'll get off the bench press and literally just start vaping and just inhale it. It's called like ghosting it, kind of. So you just you rip it until you don't blow anything out. But these kids are just in the gym vaping. That's the worst time to be vaping. But then I think about it, I'm no better because I would leave the gym, get in my car, and start just puffing away. So I'm no better, man. But those things are highly addicting. And there's fucking children doing it. I read something on the internet, on the interweb the other day, and it said that vaping, they were trying to see if vaping is safer than cigarettes, and a doctor supposedly said that vaping is like driving over the speed limit. Of course, there is some risk of danger. But what did he say about smoking? How am I going to quote some shit and not even know it? That's some me-ass shit, to be on some fucking eye-opening tangent and not even know what the fuck it was. Basically, it was along the lines of like, vaping is like driving over the speed limit. Of course, there's some sense of danger. Oh, but then he said smoking is like driving full speed in the opposite lane. There you go. Wow, what a redemption. I redeemed myself right there. That's a redemption arc. But I thought about that and I was like, Damn, that's crazy. That's some deep shit too. That's some deep shit right there. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk on addictive substances. But anything can be addictive, bro. Fucking video games can be addicting. Sparkling water can be addicting, bro. I pound these motherfuckers back. But then you can have your good addictions. For me, example, the gym is a good addiction. This podcast is a good addiction. It's a great outlet to get my thoughts out. It's therapeutic in a sense. This episode, in hindsight, I'm realizing a lot of things just about life and about myself. This is, in a sense, therapy for me. The gym is very therapeutic. Fucking journaling. You can get addicted to journaling and meditating. I do that. I've switched up my meditations. I would usually wake up, sit in that chair for 10 to 15 minutes and meditate. Now what I do is I wake up, make my breakfast, kind of get my day going, gratitude journal a little bit, and I'll go to the gym, have my workout, and in my shower, post-gym, I'll sit down in my shower, and I'll let the rain hit me. I'll let the shower hit me, bro. And I just meditate in the shower, and it's so serene, and it's so peaceful, and it's just fucking nice. It's just fucking nice. Now I meditate in my shower. It feels like I'm meditating in an Amazon rainforest, and it's just raining on me, and thankfully, it's heated rain. The Lord said, I'm not going to give you this nasty-ass cold rainwater. You might get sick or something. Here's some heated rain. And then the heated rain hits me, and I just meditate in there. Kumbaya, my Lord, and all that good shit. Whatever sounds and moans you make while you meditate. And it's peaceful, bro. It's relaxing. So if you're struggling to meditate, I would recommend starting in the shower. It's next level. It takes meditating from here, skyrockets, fucking SpaceX shit. That's a shower meditation. This space shuttle is called shower meditation. Takes off, lands on the moon and everything. And then this space shuttle is called regular meditation, which is still good, but this one might blow up. What was that fucking space shuttle that took off and then it just blew up? This is normal meditation. No, I'm kidding. Normal meditation is still amazing for you, but it just gets elevated. Like anything. People say like, oh, why do you take ecstasy at a music festival? Do you need drugs to enjoy the music? No, I love the music, but it just gets elevated. You know? It's kind of what meditation in the shower is. It just gets elevated. So anyways, let us continue. Let's talk about weirdos. Let's talk about weirdos because there's a lot of them in LA. And this week, I told you guys on the last podcast, my girl had a booth at the Silver Lake Flea Market. And so like a good supportive boyfriend, I went and just fucking hung out there. Valiendo vergas. I just fucking sat around valiendo vergas. But I still went to support and just see. I'd never been to this flea market. So like we walked around. Her mom was there helping her. It was actually some really wholesome shit. But at a flea market, for one, it's the same type of NPC that walks around that joint. Every girl looks the fucking same. It's some fucking, not even alternative, some indie girl with colored hair and a bunch of tattoos and cowboy boots walking around. You kind of get the vibe. Every dude is some dude that is also covered in tattoos, wearing like a not even a wife beater, but like some sort of stylish tank top, also in cowboy boots with like a beanie on or some dumb shit. The people that go to flea markets, bro, everybody looked the same. I told my girl, I was like, they only make one type of NPC for this joint, huh? But man, the developers got lazy on that one. The developers got lazy for the flea market NPCs, and they were like, yeah, just copy paste. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. But it was cool if you want to buy a fucking shirt from the 90s that has fucking shit stains and paint all over it. But my girl was actually selling art. But every now and then, bro, she would get some weirdo with like long hair and flip-flops and just fucking a lingering BO stench that can be smelt from the other side of the flea market would just come up and just talk to her just about growing weed, just like long ass conversations that have to do with nothing. And I'm not saying these people were like annoying or bad, but there's just like, bro, some motherfuckers got to pick up on social cues like, yo, dog, we've been talking for an hour now and I still have zero interest in growing weed. We should probably part ways. Nothing against you, man, but I don't think this is the conversation we're trying to have right now, you know? like just crazy shit. And it was just the same dude kept coming by. And when I think about it, he was a really nice guy and he was entertaining in a way, but it was also like, God damn, bro. It's one of those stories where you just pull out, the story's been going for so long and you have checked out so long ago that when there's a pause, you just hit it with a, damn, that's crazy. Oh, word? Damn, that's crazy. I hit this dude with 12 dams and 15, that's crazies. And you still not getting the point, bro. Like, come on. But yeah, man, there was a lot of weirdos at the flea market. And across the way from the flea market is this restaurant called The Bright Spot, which is an absolutely fucking amazing restaurant, bro. I've known about this place for a long time. But when I saw the flea market was in front of it, I was like, oh, 100% I'm going to stop in there and eat. 100% I'm going to catch a bite to eat because the place is so good. And I go in there. And I'm by myself. My girl's selling her shit at the flea market. And so I go across the street by myself. I sit down. I had just got done at an audition earlier that day. So I saw my girl for a little bit. And then I went to eat. And I order my food. And I'm just chilling there. And then some guy comes in just fucking reeking of alcohol, bro. It's like 1 p.m, 1:30 maybe. And this dude just sits in my booth across from me. And then just reeking of alcohol. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, what's up, dude? You know, I was like, what? I'm in fucking Silver Lake. What do I even expect anymore, bro? There's fucking weirdos everywhere. Crawls in and he's like, you're eating by yourself? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, wait, do you like need a friend or something? And I was like, I mean, I'm not, look, I'm always down to have a good conversation. What did I say last podcast? I'm very social, bro, even with the weirdos. I think that is something about me. It's like, even if the conversation's going nowhere and I am very uninterested, I still just like to talk to people. And I look at it more so as like, I'm not interested in this person, not like romantically or anything, but I'm not interested in anything this person's saying. I'm not interested in this conversation. What can I still get out of this? I can still try to elevate my social skills and I can try some, conversation things that I otherwise wouldn't do in other conversations. I look at conversations as like fucking skill checks and games, really, bro, because I have fun with them and I try to get better at being a conversationalist and being engaging and interesting and entertaining when I talk, So this fucking skill check pulls up to my booth and he just wants to hang out. And he's like, am I bothering you? He's like, sorry, that was very nice. He's like, sorry if I'm bothering you, like, I'll fuck off. And I was like, nah, bro, you're free to hang out. And I ended up having just such a fun, cool conversation with this complete stranger who was drunk at 1:30. And I was just telling him, I was like, yeah, I have a podcast. My girl's selling at the flea market. At first, he was obviously hitting on me. But then once I told him I had a girlfriend, he kind of like backed up. And then at one point, my girl actually came in and she's like, hey, what's up? And she kind of looked at me like, who the fuck is this? Like you said, I thought, is this your friend? Like, who is this? And she's like, I came in to use the restroom. And she was kind of giving me this look like, who is this guy? And I just looked at her like, literally, it's all in the eyes. We have this telepathic communication. And I was like, this, bro, I don't even know. Some fucking random that just sat down with me. And my girl knows me. She knows that I'm a social butterfly. I think in a way, she sent me a TikTok one time where it was like, when your boyfriend gets along with everybody and the girl's like all happy. And then it was like, and also when your boyfriend gets along with everybody and then she's all like mad and like sad and shit. Something in the way. But it's true, bro. I get along with everybody. And in my eyes, it's a blessing. To my girl, it could be a curse, but no, it doesn't bother her too much. But she did come in like, damn, that's kind of weird that you're just hanging out with some random like that. But to me, it's not weird, bro, because in a way, I'm not saying I open myself up to shit like that, but I feel like I have the energy and I look at things like that as, like I said, opportunities for growth. Opportunities for engagement, opportunities to sharpen my social skills, which is something I've been doing for a long time. And now that I'm not drinking alcohol, man, in a way, it's like, I want to know that I can carry a conversation or have natural confidence, like exude this natural confidence without being drunk. Like this person, for example, he's drunk at 1:30, but if he wasn't drunk, would he have still come up and said something and talked to me? Or was he like, oh, I'm drunk and this guy's cute, let me go spit at him, spit some game or whatever. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to know that I am able to approach, shoot my shot. Not that I shoot my shot, I'm in a relationship, but like I want to have that confidence in any engagement, in any interaction without the use of alcohol, And I feel like a lot of people are very uncomfortable talking to other people until they get a couple drinks in them, and then they're able to talk someone's fucking ears off, and make friends and be real social. But I don't want to rely on alcohol to do that. And that's why I find opportunities like this, where it's like, yeah, this is random, and this is kind of like I would have rather ate by myself, but now let's see where this goes. I look at them as I don't know, opportunities for growth, like I said. So at first I was like, damn, this is a random. And then I changed my mindset, and then I was like, let's give this guy a chance. Now that boundaries have been set, like obviously I have a girlfriend, so don't try to be on some weird shit. Please don't hit on me, whatever. And then after that, I had a very enjoyable conversation with a complete stranger about just life. He's from the East Coast. He was telling me what life is like on the East Coast. I told him what life was like growing up in Vegas. We talked about spots in LA that we like to go to. I was helping him out with shit he was talking about, just like about the gay community and all this stuff. And he's like, man, it's fucking hard out here, yada yada, and all this stuff. And then he was telling me what he's into in terms of like gay clubs and bars and shit in LA. And it was cool. At the end of when I finished my meal and I paid, and I was like, all right, man, I'm going to head back to my girlfriend to go support again. But, hey, dude, I was like, I enjoyed our conversation. I'm sure I'll see you around. And I gave him a hug, bro. I gave the dude a hug, and then I just continued with my day. It's like that shit was weird. But why is that so weird? To just talk to people, If you just look at it from an outside perspective, you're like, that is a little random and weird. But once I was actually in it, I was like, I'm kind of enjoying this, I enjoy the company. I enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy the lunacy that is Los Angeles. And when I first moved here, I fucking hated it, bro. I fucking hated LA. I was like, everyone's fucking weird. I hate it. One of my coworkers, my old coworkers, Ben, he had the best way of putting it. He said, I feel like Los Angeles is a big costume party, and he said, Los Angeles is a giant costume party, and I'm getting mad that everybody dressed up, is basically what he said. He's like, it's like I got invited to a costume party, and I'm mad that everyone's dressed up. He's like, that's what it's like living in LA. And he's like, and I can't be thinking like that. So once I kind of accepted that, and I was like, everybody's fucking crazy. Not even in LA, in the world, bro. And speaking of TikTok, I go on TikTok and I'm like, everybody is actually fucking crazy. But man, once you kind of let go and shed that mindset and shed that, and you open yourself and you invite the lunacy in a way, obviously stay safe, set your boundaries, but invite the lunacy or just be welcome to it. And you're going to see that your life is a little more interesting, a little more fun, and there's this perk in Fallout New Vegas that you can equip, and it's called Wacky Wasteland. And if you equip this perk, sometimes as you're roaming through the big open world that is Fallout New Vegas, something wacky and random can happen to you, whether it's an interaction with NPC or animals fighting or just something weird would happen. And it was always usually funny and entertaining and very like interesting, and it made the game that much more fun to play. I feel like I'm living with that perk all the time. Wacky Wasteland. I fucking live with that perk on, bro. And I welcome the lunacy, like I said, because it's fun, dude. Like when I went back to my booth and that dude was talking to my girl, I could tell my girl was so checked out of the conversation. And I came and kind of like jumped in front of the bullet for her. And then I started a conversation with this guy so my girl could focus on, selling her art and talking to other people and trying to do all these other things. And then I was kind of taking the fire. Even then, I was like, yeah, this is annoying in a way because, like, I'd rather be hanging out with my girl and doing some shit. But, like, I'll bite the bullet for her, I'm a great conversationalist. We could sit here and talk all fucking day. Do I want to do that? No. But if I have to, I fucking will, bro. And if it makes my life a little more interesting, what's the drawback, you know? So, yeah, man. I encourage everybody to play with Wacky Wasteland on because you'll meet some really interesting cats and interesting people, and you'll open yourself up to much more opportunities, bro. And like I said, now that I don't drink, I like meeting and talking to new people because it lets me know that I don't need alcohol or some sort of substance to make me feel comfortable conversing, you know? Because if you can't even do that, which is the bare minimum as a human, everybody's so used to being on their cell phones and DMing and texting and talking to each other virtually, but once they meet face to face, it's kind of awkward. Or like worse, when you're in a group of people, you're hanging out with your friends, and it's like we're all here alive in the flesh. We've been looking forward to this moment to hang out with each other, and everybody's on their phone still, and nobody's actually talking to each other in person. Like, that's shitty, bro. That's a shitty feeling. Like, we've grown so accustomed to find it uncomfortable to literally just talk to people. Like, talking to people is the hardest fucking thing now because of social media and of phones and technology and stuff. And then because of that uncomfortability, people resort to alcohol or something to feel comfortable even opening their mouth to say something to another human being, you know? And I don't want that. I don't want to feel uncomfortable talking to anybody. I don't want to have to rely or resort on whether it's caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, anything. I don't want to have to rely on substances to be a social creature, how our pioneers used to be, you know? So, yeah, man. This podcast was kind of all over the place, and that's okay. That's okay. But I'm happy to be alive, man. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to have Wacky Wasteland on. I'm happy that you guys are here, and I hope you guys are happy to be alive at the end of the day, man, because that's it, bro. We get one life, and then it's done. We all know what happens after this, so make the most of it now. Really, now we really on some introspective shit. But anyways, guys, fight the bitch in you. Be sure to homicide the like button, subscribe to the channel, teabag that fucking bell notification, and keep doing you, man. And keep aiming to be better. Keep aiming if there's something in your life that you know you should cut out, some addiction that you know is not benefiting you. Just give it a try. Just give it a try of not giving into it, resisting temptation, and having willpower. A big key to resisting a lot of these things is simply willpower. Because do I want to get fucked up with my friends when I'm out? Of course. Do I want to smoke nicotine still? Of course. Do I want to fucking sit around all day and fucking jack off and eat Doritos and fucking play video games and do all this bullshit? Of course. But am I doing it? Absolutely the fuck not, because I have willpower and I have I have a bigger picture in mind for my future self, and I'm not going to let my present self ruin it for that guy, because I see the success that dude is capable of, and I'm not going to fucking sit around and sabotage it now. So my willpower has to be tremendous and it has to be on point, and I need you guys, whether it's big or small, to have willpower over something or at least something in your life, because willpower is how you take back your life of your addictions of social media, video games, junk food, whatever it is that you're addicted to, nicotine, alcohol, as we talked and covered in this episode, of not being able to talk to people. It's all willpower, and you guys have to have the fucking willpower to just take control of your life, man. And I want nothing more than that for all of you. So, I love you guys. Have the willpower to do amazing, tremendous things in your life. That's been this week's episode. It was kind of random, kind of all over the place. I was supposed to have a guest on this episode 15, but they flaked, which is whatever. But life goes on, man. Life goes on. The frequency continues because the frequency is forever, and the frequency cannot be destroyed because the frequency is bigger than the both of us. That's a good place to end it. As always, I'm sending love and positive energy your way. I'll catch you on another episode. I'll catch you guys next week. Te quiero.